Dow Jones Industrial Average so I can deliver this message with as much impact as possible. In order for that to happen, we have to contextualize the entire 5-wave move of Dow Jones. I've said it before, but I'm going to review it again and just do it even faster. All right, ready? So what's this whole situation we're looking at? Look at this, right? Financial crisis. That's what this move is based off of here. So we got this great financial crisis move situation going on here, dude. And that's what's giving us our ultimate target, approximately around these levels. It's based on this. Okay, so we got 5 waves in here. How does this thing work? Okay, well, look for those ABC corrections in order to find yourself those 5-wave moves, right? We've done this millions of times, just doing it again, right? You see all these, right? Wave 3, the longest. Okay, so now we're getting closer. Wave 4 is March 2020 crash, right? So there's your 5-wave move if our theory holds, which it currently still does. But let's zoom in a little bit further. We're going to contextualize all the way up to the Friday close, but we're just working our way there, right? So you have this wave 4 right here, massive ABC correction, horrifying. So then you're in another 5-wave move within wave 5, right? That goes all the way back to the, financial crisis. Okay, so in here, we got to zoom in. Sometimes you got to zoom in when you're looking for these wave counts, right? Because they're always on the different time frames in all the different fractals of all times. Okay, so back to this now, looking on the daily charts. Look for those ABC corrections. That's where you can really see the end of a wave. You can clearly see that ABC, right? There's that C heart wrencher, the bottom of wave 2 right here, right? And then this is what we were thinking. This is our thesis, that this is the top of wave 3. You just had a wave 4 down, right? You had this ABC correction. And after that wave 4 down, what happens? You go into wave 5, right? And that's the top. That's the end for all the reasons I just showed you. So if we're zooming in even farther and looking at these recent times, we have the situation where this really stands out as being a clear ABC correction if it holds. But let's just look at that again, right? Let's zoom in on the ABC corrections, right? See that ABC correction? That's all wave 4 down, right? Wave 4 down. So if that holds, and it is holding, right? If that holds, you basically just completed wave 2 down, right? Because now we've started another 5-wave move after this ABC correction. And what could that look like? Look just like this. Wave 1 up. This is wave 2 down. Look how low wave 2 comes. So heartbreaking low. And what is the news? Everyone's scared to death. They're like, no way this wave count is picking up. We're going straight to hell in a handbasket. That's what everyone thinks at the bottom of wave 2 because it comes almost as low as where wave 1 began. And then what do you have? You got a wave 3. And yeah, blah, blah, blah. Don't need to go into the future yet. But my point is, you're still holding that crucial wave 2 validation point. And the implication is that the next step here is a wave 3. And we've said many times, the wave 3 it tends to be a big wave. It tends to be very noisy. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's kind of looking at it. Right now, people are looking at the markets, right? They're looking at the markets thinking these things are going down, right? So everybody is looking. So then if you have a situation where that wave 2 holds and you start a wave 3, well, now you see why the psychology is set up for wave 3 to be a big move here, right? Now, it doesn't mean that wave 3 is going to start right away. It could be all kinds of consolidation. It could take, I don't know how long. It could take, any amount of time. But if this wave 2 continues to hold just above this price here, that's all that matters. And the crazy part is it's holding. It's still holding. It's tested now twice, right? We see those wicks down. Twice it's tested. I would expect probably a third test, right? Usually. Why do we expect these tests to hold? Well, there's a few good reasons. One is the DXY in this clear bearish W, right? Clear bearish W goes back to 2016, okay? And then I'm going to say that blockchain backer hit me to this one. Look at this. The M on the Euro chart You see what I'm getting at, right? You see what I'm getting at, right? A bullish M and a bearish W over the same period of time. December 2016, that bearish W started for the DXY. When did this thing start? December 2016 for this bullish M. It's the exact inversion, right? And we've been talking about harmonic patterns. We talked about how harmonic patterns spring them off. This is a springer. And that's the inverse springer. And then the Dow Jones is holding wave 2. I mean, that's a lot of perfection. I mean, really. So it's like, yeah, these things can keep grinding their way, whatever, but like, look at all of that perfect synchronicity of all it takes is for them all to just do the thing that they would predictably do in any situation. You know, what I mean by that is the M springs them upside, the W springs them downside, and the wave 2 holds. I mean, the stage is set. There's not much else to say about this situation other than it looks like there's a lot of strong reasoning for bullish Western markets in the near future here. Now, if this doesn't hold, well, that's a whole other conversation. But for now, it's holding. It's crazy. This key level, it's tested twice. You got some positive trading volume going in to those wicks. I mean, it's strong. It's good signs. It's good signs. I mean, you're literally at the like full expression of this wave 2, and it's like horrifying down here. And the news is like, we're all going to die, right? But if the news is saying we're all going to die, you know that euphoria is what's coming next. So you corroborate that with this situation, like the exact inverted time period on the euro to the US dollar, the exact inverted time period in the same shape. One is an M and the other's a W. I mean, it's like, okay, wow, that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on with Bitcoin? It's still in an ABC correction, and it's probably just figuring out where it's going to land that B. Broke the 702. Who cares? The only thing that invalidates this ABC correction is if 3396 breaks. If this level breaks right here, well, then this structure is no longer valid. But right now it's completely valid. Just like the Dow Jones, exactly completely valid with this 5-wave impulsive move, this being the bottom of wave 2. It's just everything is exactly as it should be. It's in its exact perfect right place. We'll see if that remains the same, over time here. But, I mean, there's nothing to invalidate anything. It's crazy. It's dancing, right? It's like it's speaking to us. It's like it's speaking to us, right? If it validates these, theories, that's like the communication of like, okay, you're on point here. If they get invalidated, that is another clear communication of like, oh, well, you don't have the clear picture. But so far, we have the clear picture. I look forward to seeing if that picture remains clear or if it doesn't. But when I look at the euro, it's even clearer. And I'll go one step clearer on you. This shape, this bullish M, that looks a lot like the NASDAQ right now. Has anybody noticed that? That's exactly the shape the NASDAQ looks like. Check this out. And I'm saying that's bullish. This ugly M right here, that deep crab M, that's what I think looks like the euro right there. Hold on, let's just look at right up close. This thing, I mean, tell me, that looks similar to me. And for a lot of reasons, I expect this one to go up, right? And if this one is going up and it's the exact inversion of the DXY, then the DXY is going down. And then this bullish M formation makes me think the NASDAQ is also about to be going up too, right? But nobody thinks that. Everyone thinks the NASDAQ is dead meat in the water. But because I have a clear case for the Dow Jones holding that level, I would expect the NASDAQ to start moving to the upside pretty soon here. Not necessarily making it an all-time high. Could though. We definitely expect the Dow Jones to for our wave counts. But NASDAQ doesn't really have to do that. NASDAQ could just make a 702 retracement and call it a day. But that upside for the NASDAQ would be upside for literally all markets, just like our same argument with the Dow Jones. But I do think that everybody saying the NASDAQ is done for is another reason why it's probably not done for, and it's got at least a 702 retracement within it, and that's backed up by the Dow Jones. So yeah, I have every reason to be completely 1,000% optimistic, and you better believe I'm putting my money where my mouth is, right? These are buying moments. These are huge, historic buying moments if our wave counts hold. If they don't hold, hey man, let's talk about that when it happens. But you know what I'm basically already going to do? I'm just going to buy more. I'm literally not changing anything. I'm just going to buy more. But it's nice to know that our thesis is completely intact at the present moment. And for that reason, I better be putting my money where my mouth is. I better be loading up.
Backtracks back to back, I'm basking in these masterpieces like a megalomaniac. Wisecracking bastard, zodiac disaster, rattlesnake, diamondback, gas station master. Filling the gaps, flipping the slap, shackles rattling, clackety clack clack. Matter of fact,